Greetings buddies, belated Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year. Our first episode for the year 2021 is different from our past videos. It was filmed before 2020 ends. Yes buddies, I spend my holiday break and the last days of 2020 doing ant thing, or queen hunting. And you are welcome to DColonyyt. So, here we go buddies. I decided to stop and start the hunt for queenolates here. We need to be vigilant when we are looking for queen ants, cause we can spot them at any given time. They may be on the leaves of the plants around, and most of the time they are just on the ground. Look, we have some worker ants here foraging. If I'm not mistaken, this are Dilobocondlu sp. This are very small ant species. As tiny as ghost ants I think, or maybe even smaller. Anyway, let's get moving. Let's take this route. Look what we have here buddies. A busy Symbiosis colony. I also keep this ant species buddies, but the red one, which I believed a much rarer color of Symbiosis. And I just post a video of my Symbiosis on IG recently, you can check on them. They really have those huge super midges. Anyway, let's get going. And I spotted this single ant that I thought a Polyraches worker at first. But after noticing the absence of spikes, this girl must be a Camponotus worker. I'm not familiar the way she looks, but I love the color. And she's about 10 to 14 millimeters in length. Let's follow her to see her sisters and to see if we can get more details of the species. Then, I see where they nest. On this tree dried holes, which is more than 5 feet from the ground. And this may be 20 plus meters away from the place I first saw the worker ant. They moves fast. I think we better offer them some food, to attract more workers and, for me to film them better. And just at the lower hollow of the tree, I'm surprised to see another colony of Dilobocondlu sp. living on this same tree. And another neighboring colony just at the back, nesting on the ground where the tree is located. A Symbiosis colony. I smell an ant war here soon buddies. We also got this black crazy ants scouting around the tree, the first invasive species I spotted. Anyway, let's check the food we offered to the carpenter ants earlier. As expected, they swarm the food buddies. I'm not really familiar with them. So, if you are familiar, or an ant expert, please feel free to comment down below. What of you, aren't they beautiful? Big heads. Matte black, I love watching them. And look at that major working. I spend hours watching these ants. But, we must go now, I still have queens to catch. On the way, we got some bugs here, mating. Let's just leave them alone. And again, another black crazy ant workers. Looks like this invasive ant species dominates this place. At last I spotted a queen ant buddies. I should be filming catching her, but she attempted to fly, so I reacted quickly, dropping the camera to catch her. I'm not yet sure about the species of the queen I just caught buddies. I will show you these big and gorgeous queen later on. I decided to have my lunch and take a rest for a bit. And when I'm about to leave, I spotted ants swarming to the food I dropped earlier. And this are again, another Symbiosis colony. Look at those huge majors. I'm not sure if Carebaro is having their nuptial flights now, but let's see if we can catch some later on. Cause whenever I catch a Carebaro queen, I always try to raise them. Cause these ants are one of the hardest ant species to keep, particularly at founding stage. The queen of this species is very sensitive, especially on vibrations. So, whenever I got the chance, I take them. And looks like this marauder ants also dominates here. Cause we see a couple of them earlier. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see more colonies of this species later on. Anyway, let's get moving. On my way, I also spotted another unfamiliar species. No similar looking ants I've kept before. They're 8 to 10 millimeters in size, and they're pretty fast too. And they can point their abdomen sideways for some reasons. It would be better if I will be able to catch a queen of this species. I would love to raise and keep them, and I hope they're having their nuptial flight now. Wish me luck about that, buddies. If you know the species or something similar looking, feel free to comment down below. Your help will be greatly appreciated, buddies. After another hour of walk, I met several ant species, but no catch of additional queenlets yet. While busy looking for queens, I spotted a familiar ant. We found a trapjaw ant worker, Odontomachus infendus, which I also keep at the moment, and one of my BC colonies too. Let's follow her, to see what's her business here. Looks like I know what she's looking for, buddies. This tunnel's present on their logs, means she's hunting termites. And those are her targets. I wish I could film her catch her prey, but it's too dark. And she got one, buddies. I wonder if this trapjaws is having their nuptial flights now. I wish we could also catch one, cause this Odontomachus species, buddies, is also not easy to keep. I remember having multiple failures on raising queens of this, before having my successful colony now. If I can get a new queen of this species, I promise to film the process, buddies. Cause my current colony of Odontomachus infendus got no footage on their founding stage, cause they're older than my channel, making them a member of my BC colonies. There she is, guys. With her sister, delivering the nutritious food to the nest. Anyway, this termite colony, buddies, is a massive protein source. Cause it's feeding 2 ant colonies, at the same time. Yes, we have another ant colony raiding them here, on the other side. And this ants looks very familiar, buddies, cause I also have a colony of them on my collection. A colony of red Carebaro diversa. Look at those loot, buddies, they're carrying so many termite workers. And look who's here again, buddies, the black crazy ants. Again, roaming around. They're really dominating this land, along with the marauder ants, of course. I followed the Carebaro workers, buddies, to see their nest. And they bring me, here, to their clay castle. Just under this tree. Let's leave them now, buddies, to continue our queen hunting. While on my way, I see this weaver ants colony. Sorry for the shaky video, buddies, cause a strong wind is continuously blowing the branches of this plant. I even tried to hold the branch just to make it steady, but the weaver ant stops me. Anyway, let's just take a look at their nest. Over there. After that, I continue to look for my second queen ant, but decided to return when it started to get dark. And my battery is also getting low. You won't believe it, buddies, but I caught 2 additional queens after my camera got drained. Now, it's time to show you, buddies, the queens that we got. I've seen so many fire ant queenlets in the night, but didn't take one. 'Cause you know that I already have 2 fire ant colonies. Anyway, let's meet the first queen. At first, I thought we got a queen of the Camponitus SP that I've shown you earlier in the video, buddies. But I realized this queen was a Polyrachus species, normally called polysilver in the Philippines. But I believed this queen is a Polyrachus dives. I already have a colony of this species with 6 queens, but they are in gold scheme. This queen is having silver hairs, so she will not be the same with my current colony. If happens, this queen is fertile. And I'm hoping earlier to court additional queens of this SP. Hoping to start a multi-queen colony, like I did with my current Polydives colony. But unfortunately, I didn't get additional queen of this species. When I'm about to move her to a dark place, after having my dinner, I noticed that she already shed her wings, a good sign, but not guaranteed that she's fertile. But, let's hope for the best. And those spikes are now revealed. Anyway, this was dirt that I got along with the queen when I collected her. Let's move to the second queen. Let me show you the gorgeous Odontomachos infandus queen. I already put her in this tubs and tube setup, with her test tube covered with the substrate. She's on the test tube earlier but decided to go out, so I take advantage the chance and film her. Some of you buddies asking in the comments on one of our previous video, on how to identify a trapjaw queen. Trapjaw queens are slightly bigger than the worker, and has bigger thorax of course. And another way to identify buddies is to look at her wings scars. Which is here for this queen. I caught her already wingless, buddies, maybe finding a suitable place to nest, or maybe she's foraging that time. Anyway, let's move to the last queen I caught today. I need your help, buddies, cause I'm not sure about the species of our third queen. She's so tiny, just about 5 to 6 millimeters. If I will base it on her looks, she's like a yellow crazy ant queen in appearance. But too little to become one of them? I guess she's a Crematogaster queen, but I'm not really sure. I think I will just wait for her workers to arrive and let's see if we can have her identified. Let me know what do you think on the comments, buddies. I hope these queens will be able to found their colonies successfully. I'll update you soon about their progress, buddies. Maybe after 3 weeks is the earliest. Anyway, who else with you buddies is on the tropics like me, and did go for queen hunting the last days of 2020? Let me know also, buddies, what queens you've got. I just hope you have learned something from this video, guys. Be a genie for the first time, by granting my wish and tapping the like and share button. That would help a lot. This is DColonyyt, saying goodbye for now, but hoping to see you on my next videos.